But obviously, you know I'm talking about Team Alpha Male versus Dillashaw.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
It's the best rematch of 2018 by far, bar none. Agree.
I'm right there with you. There have been a lot of good rematches this year already. Okay, the one that springs to mind immediately for me, like I was super hyped to see that Rose Namajunas.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Rematch.
That was a good one.
Because I still didn't know. I was like, was that a fluke the first time around when Rose caught her? Like, what the hell?
Yes.
And then we saw that it actually wasn't a fluke. Rose was actually better. So that was heavily hyped. But now that that's in the rear view, and I'm the type of person to look forward, okay, this is now the biggest rematch of the year.
It's huge.
Yeah. It's a huge one. It's a huge one because usually when we get rematches, it almost feels forced down our throat a bit. Whereas this one, it seems like they wanted to do different things, like the whole Demetrius option.
Yeah.
This should have been the fight in the first place. Those guys are so close in terms of talent.
Right.
Obviously, the history and the rivalry.
Right.
Yeah, make the fight.
And the fight was close, too. Obviously, you had a decisive win, but let's not forget that TJ was rocked hard before that, right? That first round. Exactly. And was potentially saved by the bell.
Out on his feet, basically.
Yeah. You guys saw that? You didn't see the hips
just swung around, exactly. So, yeah, this is probably the most anticipated fight.
Okay, so we've established that a few times over. But now let's talk about the actual bad blood between Team Alpha Male and Dillashaw. It's carried over in the second fight now. Obviously, Cody's talked a little less in the lead up to it. But who do you got in this fight? Because we got to know. It's close, so I'll tell everybody before you make your pick here that the betting line is almost even. I believe TJ's a slight favorite, but even then, on any given Sunday. So who do you got in that fight?
Such a close fight. Okay, honestly, without belaboring the point, I have Cody Garbrandt. I have Cody Garbrandt because I had Cody Garbrandt in the first fight, and after that first fight, the first round, I said to myself, "Oh yeah, we got this."
Yes.
Cody Garbrandt is about to get him out of here.
Right.
The nice thing about Dillashaw is he has a lot of tools in his arsenal.
Yeah.
So he can still catch him again the way that he did, but in that first fight, it felt like it was Cody Garbrandt's fight, and then Dillashaw just caught him, and then it was over.
Yes.
So for that reason, I'm doubling up on Cody Garbrandt. I'm saying he's going to get it done because the kid's phenomenal. Look what he did to Demetrius.
To Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. It's hard to ignore. Yeah. Exactly. And I think a lot of people may have forgotten that because they're showing the highlight clip of him going unconscious.
Yeah.
And TJ yelling in his face over and over again.
It's a good clip.
But let's not forget what he did to Dominic Cruz. All that being said, you know I go against the grain, and you know TJ Dillashaw is winning that strap
How's he
again.
winning that strap?
Just like you said, he has more tools in that tool belt. He can bring the kicks out. He can go to the low kicks. He can still utilize his wrestling if he needs to. I think his BJJ is better, and he's talking about that too in some of the lead-up videos as well. So his BJJ is better. All he has to do is not get caught by Cody.
Yeah.
And I think with his elusive movement, which I believe is better than Dominic Cruz at this point, I think he can capitalize and win a 5-round decision or potentially tag Cody again with that fragile jaw of his.
Yeah, I don't know that I see that fight hitting the ground at all. Cody, I mean, the wrestling that Cody possesses is, so fantastic. But it's true that Cody has one way to win, whereas Dillashaw seems like he has multiple ways to win. Even the knockout, I mean, who saw that coming? The guy has dynamite in his hands. He's shown it a few times now, right? So he could definitely get it done that way. The way that Cody Garbrandt has to win was just so dynamic, and the hand speed, I don't know, man. I'm still...
And if he gets his dancing going... It's over.
Feet sliding.
We'll be watching this weekend. I'm sure you wipe up a little too. Let us know what you think. Subscribe, comment.